Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I know some of y'all don't love it when I complain, but I gotta complain. I got to. Today, I gotta make a video on today's content. What are we doing? It is a joke of a start to Season 3 in terms of Tuesday content. The actual Seasonal 3 content so far, I don't absolutely love it. I think the Motor Awards are a bit underwhelming, to be totally honest, but Anthony Edwards is not a horrible low of 40. I think he's not amazing, but he's not horrible either. The Motor Awards, I mean, Joe Smith is okay. Tom Gugliotta is really solid. Cade is the Pro Pass Award, isn't as good as people were hoping he'd be. I think they could have done better with him, but he's not a bad card. Anthony Simons is fun offensively. Elgin Baylor's decent. Alonzo Mourning's better than I expected. I think this Gasol's pretty good too. Like, overall, it's not horrible. It's not great. It's better than Season 2, definitely worse than Season 1 in terms of seasonal content. That's what I would say about Season 3 so far. The biggest issue that I have so far with Season 3, though, is that, again, it feels like more of the same in terms of there not being anything to do during the week. We haven't gotten, we get one Moments card a week, it seems like, basically. Last week's Moments card was Pink Diamond Jalen Johnson as part of the Thanksgiving locker code. Again, not a single one of those Moments cards has really been all that good. I mean, Zach Edey just had 32 and 15. Imagine if they gave us like a good Diamond Zach Edey for free or something. That'd be cool. There's a bunch of, they could do so much more with different types of content and things, different things that I talk about all the time. But specifically, when you come out and have this as your Tuesday content, people are going to be frustrated. They dropped 15 Wild Gem Galaxy Opals today. That is it. That is the entirety of today's content, was dropping a bunch of Galaxy Opal Wild Gems, all of which, by the way, let's be honest, are not that great. The best of these cards is probably like James Worthy or Larry Johnson or maybe Tatum. George Gervin's decent. Rodman's not the worst. Nate Thurman's pretty okay. I'd say even Ben Wallace isn't awful. But like, honestly, overall, these cards aren't that good. They're going to be very rare because obviously the pack odds suck, which we'll talk about more here in just a second. And they're going to be very, very expensive. There is not, I don't know how this is even possible. I guess nobody's opened these packs. There is not a single Galaxy Opal Wild Gem on the auction house right now. 17 minutes after these packs dropped as I record this video. These cards are going to be extremely rare and extremely expensive. And they're not good in the first place. There are no exchanges today. Not that I'm asking for pay-to-win exchanges, but there are no exchanges today. If you look at the exchanges, they have all these Season 2 ones still. I'm sure they'll expire at some point this season, but no Season 3 exchanges. And like, I was enjoying, to be honest, while Season 2 exchanges were, some of them were so frustrating, guys like Penny and Jokic especially being pretty much unattainable for most everybody. I mean, AK was expensive, BI was expensive, but those guys were a little more attainable. The Diamond exchanges were affordable. The Amethyst exchanges were really affordable. There was kind of something nice about some of those cards being good budget options and stuff like that. And honestly, like, I didn't love Season 2 Tuesday content, but it also wasn't the worst thing ever. Season 3, they have started off the season with adding 15 Opal Wild Gems to packs, and that's it. I think next week, if I had to guess, we're going to get some sort of ridiculous OP exchanges again, would be my guess. I could be wrong, but I'm guessing we're going to get a bunch of OP exchange cards, and they're going to kind of ignore anything budget content related on Tuesdays. Again, Tuesday content has had such an opportunity for a long time to be a legitimately solid, fun, like, Tuesday content could be so much better than it has been. They've done it well in the past with free grindable content and pack drops with more depth to them and new cards each week and things like that. Even the cheaper exchanges and stuff were kind of cool from last season. Super packs with the crappiest odds in the world and just inserting a bunch of bad cards into the packs is not content. It's not. 4.5% diamond odds. We're in Season 3. It's December 2nd, and we still only have a 4.5% chance at the second highest tier of card and packs. And then 1.2% odds at the, or that's the third highest tier of card and pack. I apologize. At 92, the 92 plus. The second highest tier of card is only a 1.2% chance, and then of course your Galaxy Opal odds are going to be a 0.01% or a 0.1% or something like that. Something very, very low. It's just bad, man. It's just bad. And I know I've talked about this stuff before, but it's something where I feel like I have to occasionally talk about, like, just point out how bad this is. And especially stuff like this. The odds on these packs are terrible. It's why people are excited about Hoff boxes, honestly, is because those are the only opportunity to actually get top tier cards. And while I don't think the Hoff boxes are good value either, and I don't think I'd recommend it, compared to this garbage, it kind of makes sense, you know what I mean? Why people would want to open it. That being said, again, I'm not the biggest fan of any of the stuff that 2K does. I think they do a lot of predatory things. I think it's really lame as well that we have challenges here that they've dropped these same challenge groups since like season 1. You have 4 challenges, all easy challenges, but for a wild gem, ruby, sapphire, emerald, and gold. Like, why would anyone do challenges for this stuff at this point? It's just pointless. That's at the end of the day, that's the problem. Logging into my team today feels pointless because there's nothing new. There's nothing exciting. There's nothing to do. There's nothing grindable that is worth it in the slightest. And so it's working towards seasonal goals, or what's the point? You're just playing for the love of the game. And that is the problem that 2K needs to fix. Not everything has to be for everybody, but this is for nobody. And that's my key. I'm okay with content that isn't for everybody, but is at least targeted to make somebody happy in the community. I don't understand what super packs with terrible odds, a bunch of mid cards added into the packs, and nothing really new or exciting or good in terms of challenges, free content, anything like that. I don't understand what good that does for the game. I don't understand how it's successful for 2K to do that. You know what? I guess at the end of the day, if people just buy all the stuff that they put out, they're probably making money nonetheless. So I kind of understand why, from 2K's perspective, they keep doing it. But at the end of the day, it's exasperating. It's frustrating. It's not fun content, man. Like a couple years ago, what we could have hoped for or expected would have been some sort of grindable event over the next few weeks leading up to Christmas for some ultimate reward card with like daily challenges and a daily reward player or something like that, and that those players would build into some bigger set, and if you do all of them you get the card at the end of the year. They did that for, remember, I'm sure many of y'all remember the Dark Matter Richard Jefferson 2K22. I think there was a Galaxy Opal Bam out of Bio that was similar as well. Just like different free content and things to do and things to work towards, and stuff like that was kind of one of the hallmarks of my team in a lot of ways, and it's just gone. It's really, really unfortunate. It really is. The NBA Cup is going on right now. They did the tournament battle stuff a couple of years ago with content for the in-season tournament and stuff. Not getting anything like that anymore. Like, it's just so AI generated. That's the only way I could say it. It just feels so stale and so AI generated. It's why people don't want to play my team anymore. It really is. Because there's no creativity. There's no excitement. There's no fun. It's just recycled, boring ideas that are basically like, give us money or do nothing in a lot of ways. And that's frustrating. And honestly, while I think Season 3 is a little better than Season 2 in terms of the seasonal content so far, it's still not great. I still don't... If somebody comes to my Twitch chat or my YouTube chat when I'm streaming and goes, hey, what should I do? I just picked up 2K. My answer is going to be stay away from my team. That's the honest answer, you know what I mean? And while certain things are still better, I wouldn't encourage a new player to come into this game mode and play it right now. It's not rewarding enough. I don't think it's fun enough. I think as we get later in the year, there will be more and more really, really attainable, really high level budget cards and stuff like that with great animations and things like that will be able to compete against the top tier cards. But until we get those types of cards like Pink Diamond Beasley from last year and cards like that, it becomes... Like, that's when the game finally becomes, I think, more accessible towards most people, because you get more and more of those cards that can really compete with the best of the best, and there's only so good that cards can get, right? But at the end of the day, as of right now, the state of the game is not good enough, and I just want to see improvement. Today is not a good sign for Tuesday content in Season 3. And again, we only really get content 2 days a week, Tuesday and Friday, so... Maybe this season will be different, but I'm not counting on it. That's the honest truth. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Leave a comment and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.